Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 34. I'm going to stop that right away, and now I'm going to explain why. So last episode we did some digging here, and discovered that we are on a very, very tiny meteor, because we found this Neutronium wall. The other thing I noticed though, right as I was loading in this morning, is this Neutronium wall here. Well, I guess it's not really a wall, it's a floor. That means there's something here, so I'm going to very slowly dig down to it. Whatever it is, I probably don't want to activate it yet. So, but I'm not sure what it is, because I don't recognize off the top from memory what a Neutronium line that long would be. I'm more used to the much shorter ones. For an example, who can we use as a sample? Where's one of my geysers? Right, one of these where it would be, you know, a 4 square. So I'm not sure what, I don't remember what a 7 square Neutronium is referring to. So either way, I want to get to it very, very cautiously, just in case. And in fact, I might even want to just come down the side and have a look that way. So let's have a temporary ladder. I don't really want to go all the way to the lava anyway, but let's have a look at that. I guess they're still going to dig up as well. That's fine. That part I don't mind because I don't see anything up there that worries me. But this one I am concerned about. The other thing I wanted to do, since we got this water going here, obviously it's incredibly hot, but it's also filling this up very nicely, which is good. But at some point, you know, it's too much water. And if anything, I would prefer this water to be shut off rather than this water to be shut off in terms of the cooling loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and just put in a switch. This is very, I could use automation to do it properly, but for simplicity, I'm just going to put a little switch over here somewhere, just right there. And that's it. I can simply shut this off whenever. So I think that will be very helpful. In fact, I might shut it off now. This is a decent amount of water, so. And since this is the one that's coming in so hot versus this stuff, which is, I mean, it's still hot, but it's nowhere near as bad. So that's the one outside I'd like to shut off first. So let's get that going. Speed up, please. Thank you so much. We were researching just some art stuff, not super high priority, but just I wanted Stinky to be doing something. So that's good. And we do have a lot of skill points, but I'm not super worried about them. We have all the skills we want done, and frankly morale has not been great on some people because for some reason they haven't been getting, well, it looks like you're okay now. There were some people that were not getting the park bonus. Not sure why that is, but my suspicion is it had something to do with their schedules. They weren't getting to bed on time, so I had upgraded that. Where is their schedule? Here. So I gave them an extra downtime and some extra finish up, and I think that has sorted it, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, let's keep going here. Have you finished my switch yet? You have not. Let's have that place. I can shut that off. So I'm going to come do that place? No? Okay. Hey, there you go. Switches take a long time to build. Who knew? Well, it seems like a fairly simple thing to me, but anyway. And there we go. That pump is now off. Obviously there's still some really hot water from what it had already done, but that should be finishing up soon. There it goes, that's the last packet. And after that, anything else coming in will simply be the polluted water that we're bringing up from over here. Wherever that is. Here, apparently. Which does not appear to be running. Good, good. Certainly looks like it's hooked up, so why are you not running? Disabled by automation. Okay. What did I automate you? So I only apparently wanted this thing to cycle new stuff out. Okay, this is totally wrong. This is 100% wrong. Yeah, this is absolutely incorrect. I put this in here so it would stop pumping when it was too cool, i.e. when it didn't need any more cooling, but I've clearly very much got that backwards. Right, let's get that sorted out right away. I don't know, maybe was I planning on putting a NOT gate in? I don't know, maybe, but it doesn't seem necessary. Anyway, let's get this nice 30-odd degree water out here. Let's speed this up so we can have a look at it. And see how our radiator's doing. Yeah, it's finished pushing all the water, the clean water through. So now let's do some dirty water. Okay, so the very first ones are at 30. Yeah, they're all about 35 and some change. Such a long trip. Why does space have to be so far away? I suppose the other thing I could do, actually, I could put in more of these. They're just so expensive in terms of metals. Don't really want to do so. There we go. You're actually hotter than you're coming in. Is the pipe itself super hot? Or you just needed a minute. Maybe you just needed a minute to get yourself sorted out. But if this is actually heating things up, that's going to be very, very bad. Yeah, no, you seem okay. It's coming in... Wait, is it? Hang on a second, something's not happening here. You're coming in 35-ish. Is this thing not doing anything? I'm sure it was working. Had been working. You claim you are radiating. I got the wrong piping in here. Could this be that this needs to be radiated here instead of insulated? That is certainly a possibility. Okay, that might just be me then. Or maybe even just normal pipes. Although you would think you would want... No, the pipes inside this thing are its own thing, so... It shouldn't matter. What is happening here? You're coming in 35.7. Coming out 35.5. So is this thing seriously only going to do 0.2 degrees per pass? Oh, hello. That was quite fun of you. Thank you for that. I was not ready to start hearing that go. That's neat. Anyway, that was not what we were here to look at. Why are you... It's a fascinating visual, but anyway. So why are you doing so much poorer? When I first checked this, when we first built it, it was taking about 4 degrees off. The actual pipe, is it super hot? No, the actual pipe, if anything, should be helping, because the pipe itself is pretty cool. Or at least comparable. Interesting. Maybe this is a case that the piping is not right. I will try, I don't know if this will matter, but I will try turning these into just normal pipes. I mean, it shouldn't matter. And I don't have an explicit pipe connection between here and here, right? No, I definitely do not. So anything passing from here to here, is this building doing it? So, alright, well, we'll let them do that, I guess. I don't know. Not going to worry about it right now. How are we doing down here? Okay, you have started. That's good. Speed that up a bit. Printables. What would we like? That I do not know. Well, we don't really need omelets. As fun as they probably are. Oh, don't tempt me. Don't need that. Don't need that. Those are nice, but we don't really need them right now. What would I even want? And why do I have a fraction of... Oh, maybe the pip's been eating them. I don't know. Lime would be helpful for steel, but... More algae would always be helpful. We don't really need more water now, finally. We have that sorted. Okay, why don't we just take some actual steel then? I almost took a Sweedle because I got them confused with Slicksters. A Sweedle is just the one that turns sulfur into sugar, basically. The one I was thinking of, what I would have taken, of course, is the Slickster, which just produces oil. We don't seem to have oil on this map, or at least not that I can see. I mean, I guess... No, I think that's the bottom. That looks... I mean, it's really hard to see, but that looks like the bottom. And even if it isn't, I don't really want to dig through this. So I'm thinking this. The presence of these tells me this might count as the oil biome for this meteor. In which case we inherited a dry one, which is not helpful. Very much not helpful. But anyway, I'm still hoping there's a bit of oil somewhere just loose. Somewhere in some of the unexplored stuff, but it's not looking promising. Why don't we just bump that up just a little bit? Thank you so much. Is there a way to see the light levels? Yes, there we go. Okay. So we'll have to wait and see when it's a little further during the day how much light we actually get. But this is not much. I mean, it's free power. I can't, I'm not arguing with it, but it's really not enough to really worry about. Okay, thank you, Gene. Okay, so we'll give that a second to keep going, let itself sort out, and then we'll have a good look and see if that has helped at all with this cooling thing. Alright, so again, we're coming in 35.8, let's call it. We're coming out now 35.5, 35.6, 35.5. Okay, so we're getting a fraction of a degree. Okay, so if I thought this thing was not overpowered at all when it was doing 4 degrees, I certainly don't think it's overpowered when it's doing a fraction of a degree. Well, we'll leave it, because it doesn't... I mean, it took a lot of materials to build, but it doesn't take any power or anything, so now that it is built, there's no reason it can't just sit there. Now I'm not sure I'm going to bother building a second one. I might, but I don't know. It seems very low priority. Anyway, so I think it's safe now to dig down a bit here and see a little bit. And again, I know there's tricks you can use to try and see what things are. Although I think I have to be able to get at the square a little bit, but you basically set a digging task, you put it maximum priority, and then it tells you about it. But I'm not interested in using exploity type things when that can help it. So let's see if we can just see what this thing is. Still don't see anything. Let's dig a little bit further. I suppose it's also possible it just put this here to block the magma, but didn't do it anywhere else. So I don't think that's it. I think there is something here. I just haven't a clue what it is. But I guess we will find out. I mean, I guess we have too much water now. These fish things will not work, but that's okay. We don't have any fish to worry about right now anyway, but it does mean I have this constant flooding warning here that kind of upsets me. And we have some issues here. Is it heat? Probably. Yeah, it's getting too hot in here, isn't it? Sure is. Okay. Then it's time to get some more insulation on the go. And if this cooling is doing a lot better, I would also say it might be time to put a cooling loop through the base, but this is doing so little. I mean, what is the point? Now I'm even more upset my space slushy machine never worked. Alright, so you dug that out. I still don't see anything here. Let's dig a bit more. But yeah, maybe there just isn't anything here. Maybe this is just scenery. Trapped. You idiot. Absolute fool. Alright. Let's just do this one at a time, I guess. Silly, silly people. I'll just watch, make sure nobody runs to the side. As long as I see that, I won't have to move them in a hurry, but it so far looks like they are happy. I think he just went here to dig that square. So I think they're going to be okay now. Yeah, they clearly are not trying to get back over here, so that's fine. Okay. No problemo. But I think my answer is going to have to be Wheezeworts. Because this is just not enough. It's nice, but it's just not enough. Okay, so it is time to start getting Wheezeworts. And when I was scrolling through the printables, I didn't see one, but I didn't scroll for a very, very long time. So I am going to say it is time to go ahead and do so. So let us start where? Probably over here by the crops, since they were the ones that were most upset. So maybe I just pick one of these and just switch it immediately to a Wheezewort. And then let it radiate coolness around it. I guess I don't officially own it yet. Can I get it, please? Oh, you already are. Okay, thank you. Do not walk away. You have work to do. You have work to do. Bring that down here, please. No? You are just going to leave? Okay, never mind. Somebody else can do it. That's fine. Yes, you are now a wart. Thank you so much. Perfect. That will help. Having said that, removing these plants, of course, we are getting a bit iffy on food, so I think it is time to put in another row of farms. Okay, there's our art. Thank you so much. But I think we'll actually use hydroponics now. The farm part's fine, but now that we have flowing water, I think we're going to be fine with hydroponics. Right, so where's my actual floor? Right here. I guess I can't really do the whole thing, so I'm going to use this, but that's okay. We'll just use that. And then I have to decide which crop it is so I can determine whether I need clean water or polluted water for it. But we'll at least let them get that dug and put into place. And then we can worry about it. Either way, though, we are going to need pipes. For sure. And a return pipe for whatever it happens to be. And again, I don't know what it's going to be yet. But that's okay. Now, what I should do is if they build this piping part in first, before they get too much of this done, then they should be able to do this while they're still here, and hopefully not trap themselves, even though it looks like they are trapping themselves right now. Oh no, he got out. Okay. Okay. Good. Alright, so which kind of plants are we going to do? Do I want to do bristles? Do I want to do mealwood? Do grub fruit, maybe even? It's going to be way too hot for sleep wheat, because they want it very, very cold. So maybe I'll just do blossoms, which takes just normal water. Actually, mealwood doesn't even need water, it just needs dirt. So yeah, let's do blossoms. So it's going to want clean water. Okay, we can do that. If I put a wart in here, what would it want? Would it want water? Oh, it would want phosphorite if I do that, and I don't want to do that. No, never mind, we're not doing that. We will simply put in our clean water. And that'll do. That will do. So, where is clean water being pumped from here Okay, so this is going to reduce the amount the bathroom gets, but I think it should still be okay. Actually, we could use the return line and just put it straight back in. Maybe that would be even more clever, right? Yeah. Is there any reason I can't just do that? Okay, this... Well, the pump was fine. This fridge has got to go. This was just the overflow anyway, and it looks very silly there, so it's just going to disappear. And that's going to be great. That's a nice batch of somebody's trapped themselves. Yes, of course you did. Of course you did. So I can sort that out for you. It'll be okay. There you go. Okay. So many silly dupes getting themselves trapped all the time. Because the temperature here is already better. Because while this doesn't give off a ton of cool, it was so close it didn't need much, so this will be nice. Now there is, of course, the radiation. So what I might actually want to do, I might want to close this off and put in shipping to bring in the, or is it dirt that this wants? Or is this one just water? Looks like these ones are just water and you are just dirt. Yeah, I might put in shipping to bring the dirt in and just drop it off. Or I might just switch these all to bristles and then just turn them to hydroponics and not even worry about it, but then put shipping in just to pick up the products. I'm not worried about it for now. This is with only one ward, it's not that bad, but that's something I might have to do in the future. I'm really thinking there's nothing here. Why is this here then? Is this just to annoy me? We'll do one more exploratory dig, but that's going to be it for that. And let's have it done. We're running a bit at a time here, but I want to see this before I go. So let's get somebody down there right away, please. Yeah, this really is looking to look like there's nothing here. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we had a red herring then. Alright, so be it. Anyway, I am going to call it there for today, but I think we made excellent progress. We have our switch here to keep the hot water at a sane level so it doesn't get too high. I am disappointed, I will admit, with the radiator, but that's neither here nor there. We have a Wheezewort going, so our crops are better. These will be much better. Oh, right, illumination. Before I forget, let's absolutely do that. Does it matter which? This takes 10 watts. This only takes 5. Oh, but that takes plastics, never mind. Okay, regular ceiling lights it is. And it looks like we're going to need just one. Right there. Okay. So, perfect. Yeah, iron's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yes, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.